finally sets the plan. Just your confidence level now a couple weeks into camp and the regular season looming.
I wouldn't say my confidence has changed. I try to be the same every day. It doesn't matter, good play, bad play. It's the next play that matters. So the confidence doesn't change. You never could be too high, you never could be too low. So just stay steady.
Hey, Christian, how much do you enjoy the run blocking part of playing offensive line? That seems to be a part of the game that especially suits the physical nature of the way you play.
I've loved run blocking since college. Ever since I started playing offensive line in high school, that's when I kind of learned, watching tape on the guys that I learned from a young age. That's how they block. So I'm just trying to emulate a lot of that.
Who are those guys for you?
So, I didn't really play O-line till my junior year of high school. So I went on Madden, highest rated guy, looked at the overall, just watch, like YouTube highlights. You don't get to see the all 22 real technique. So Trent Williams was big, Larry Allen. My dad was a Cowboys fan. So, Coach Campbell was probably on the team with my dad, So just getting some extra bonus crumbs there. But yeah, he was. So Larry Allen was a big guy for me. That's why I wear my number. A lot of people probably know that. So I just watch those guys try to, get the aggressiveness, see how they blocked, and then it's about your technique. D-line. I played nose, 3-tech, and whatever was asked. Safety.
Quarterback?
He's been here a while. So, me as a younger guy coming into it, we have a good group, older guys, Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, Graham Glasgow, guys that have been around, changes here for sure. So they emulate it, and Hank just, he keeps us all in check for sure.
The defense has probably gotten better, the offense the last couple of days, at least in some of those situational periods. How confident are you that this is just a little blip? You just got a couple things to figure out. Are there any concerns?
It's just things you got to fix, little things on tape. The tape doesn't lie. So we'll see what happens, and we'll improve on that.
This is a battle every day, offense against defense. But with this roster being as excellent as it is, there aren't a ton of spots maybe up for grabs, but yours is a position that's being closely watched. What's it like to compete for a spot and kind of prove to this coaching staff that's really looking at you guys so closely on that line?
Yeah, it's amazing. Competition's a blessing. It makes you non-complacent. Because, if you just, I'm not saying this about anybody, but if you're just expected to be in that role, you might take, maybe a play or two off. I'm trying my best to kick that out of my game, finish, do what the coaches want. So competition fuels me.
There's a lot of guys on this roster that are in a spot where it's almost kind of guaranteed. But do you feel that lack of complacency, that hunger so strong with this group?
Of course, I feel like even with that being said, that there's still hunger across the O-line. The highest paid guy to, rookie minimum. Everyone's hungry on this team.
In what ways has the interior D-line challenged you with Tyreek and DJ?
They're good. They're good players. They have good scheme. DJ's a veteran guy. I've been blocking him for about a year now. Tyreek's a newer guy. You got to figure everyone out, see what they like to do, how they like to rush, how they play the run, and then you just keep going. That's really it.
We get a lot of play in the studio. I know you guys came in the same draft class, but do you kind of take on maybe a leadership role given?
I wouldn't say that at all. It's not like that. I don't want it to make it seem like that. It's just we're all peers here. I'm trying to coach up my buddy. I'm not above him in any way. That's not how. If it made it seem like that, we're peers. We're in the same draft class. He's like a brother to me. I want to take care of him, make sure he's doing everything right, and that we can succeed.
Christian, Keith Cooper seems to be an undrafted rookie. He's making a little name for himself so far in camp. You've seen him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just what does he present to an offensive lineman that makes it challenging?
He's a longer guy as a 3-tech, and he's not as heavy, I would say. So he's probably a little shiftier than some of our 3-techs. So it's something that if you don't know too much or you're not watching enough film, it could hurt our O-line for sure.
So.
How much of that is looking around at your group and going, man, when we were healthy last year, we were cooking, and is it a little bit of a reminder of what you guys have here?
Man, me and Hus just had that conversation either yesterday or 2 days ago. And, he kind of brought up, he was like, you see, how good it is to feel just when you're out there on the team and you look around and, you look around at the other 10 players around you, you're like, wow, one, I ain't got to be the only person making the play, and then it's like, man, everybody on this defense can make a play, and even second team, we're really, we're really stacked at a lot of every position on our defense, and it feels good because last year happened. You never know when your time is coming, and when it is, I feel like we have the depth for others to step up. But no, man, it feels good to be out there with the guys and and be able to look around and be like, man, it feels good again. So.
What is it like with the roster being set in the way that it is? I mean, especially among the starters. I mean, with the exception of the interior offensive line, but knowing that these are the guys that you rolled with last year. I mean, and how does that compare to like when you first got here in 2021, when there were probably battles going on all the time? I mean,
yeah, no doubt. I mean, and I think it's still the same this year. I think that you have to come out with a competing mentality. I mean, we're a team. You've seen it. We're a team that we don't care about first round, undrafted. I mean, if a guy's coming in here and making plays and doing his job and doing the right thing, he's going to have an opportunity to help us win. That's what we live and we stand by. And that's what I appreciate the most about this place is there's no favorites. I mean, all players are treated the same but not equal in some sense. But like here is just, you come out, you show it, and there's always the better guys going to play. So, I mean, even for guys like me who are, extended and paid, it doesn't matter. I still come out here every day and give my all because, I don't want somebody to creep up and take my position. And so, it makes me thrive to be the best I can be each and every day.
So how much is the continuity kind of maybe the secret sauce of this team? I mean, the fact that you guys have been able to, have such an extensive core kind of on both sides of the ball.
Oh, man, I would just say, man, that's, thanks to, personnel, thanks to our coaches, GM, and those guys. I mean, when you bring a group of guys in here that are all wired the same way, want the same thing, that's the result of it. I mean, everybody that I've seen come here and play for us, we all driven the same. All want to get better every day. Always want to compete and want to win. I mean, when you have those things, and when adversity comes, we know how to face that and we know how to move on from it, and get over those adverse moments. And that's where it is truly grit here. And man, I just really appreciate the place that Dan and the guys have built here. So.
What's been your early impressions of the offensive line so far as they're working on everything?
Oh man, good. I mean, I always give high praise to our offensive line, man. And thanks to their O-line coach over there, he does an amazing job, man. The whole offense. I mean, I think they're stacked over there too, as far as starters and backups too. So they're always gonna, I feel like same thing with I kind of compare them to the linebackers. Like they have their second, third string, all could be starters, and it's just like same with us. So no, man, I'm super excited to see what they take. Cause they got some young guys over there that has really impressed me over here, impressed me on the other side of the ball. But no, I'm super excited for them and what they're gonna bring this year. So.
Say you're not in necessarily a battle, a competition battle, or whatever for a role or a starting spot.
Yeah, sure.
You can kind of just focus on okay, how do I be the best player and work with the guys next to me and kind of lean on each other and kind of build that chemistry as opposed to being I'm just trying to do the right thing and you know what I mean, going hard and all that.
Does that take it to the advanced level? I mean, just on both. I mean, what you've seen just defensively and also even across the way offensively.
You kind of get that chemistry going and. You can, instead of worrying about, watching your back or whatnot, you can work on, certain communication and getting used to playing with the guy next to you and playing together and, he goes there and I go there and things of that nature.
Dan said that, or acknowledged that the defense was a little ahead of the offense. Can you feel that, and does it feel any different from a year ago defensively?
I mean, ahead, I don't know. It's just, we're battling out and it seems like we're, for the time being, coming out on top. But, it's new coordinators on both sides. And, sometimes it's maybe a little easier for the defense to get going. I don't know.
Does it give you a sense of relief that you got the contract out of the way and put you in a spot to have some more security? To get more peace of mind, having it all?
I mean, I'm glad it's done with. Yeah.
Have you been on a roster, I guess, that's ever been this set? I guess
Yeah.
On top, I mean,
Yeah.
no question marks.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. In New Orleans, I have, yeah.
And so what was that like? I mean, what was the benefit of that?
I think it's kind of just like I've been mentioning. It's like you instead of trying to battle it out with each other, you're starting to focus on, how we could get better for week 1 in Green Bay, and when we see this look, what are we gonna do? Those types of things.
Personally,
Do you feel like things are starting to slow down as you progress through camp?
Yeah, absolutely. I think those first couple days of camp, you just got so much going on in your mind. Obviously, as a rookie, it's your first day working with all the vets, and you got a new playbook, and there's just so many things coming at you. But as you continue to go out there and work, obviously things slow down a little bit as you get adjusted to the tempo of things.
What's it been like after the preseason game? Obviously, that was a huge confidence builder for you. I mean, just to come out for practice this week, what was the difference you felt coming out of it as opposed to before it?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, 2 catches for 46 yards. It's nothing major. I was open on both of them. So, I mean, outside of that, it's really just building on the things that we did as an offense. Obviously, we have a lot of things to work on offensively. That was pretty evident from watching the game. So, for me, it's not much of like I have more confidence. It's just we have things to continue to work on, and that's kind of what motivates me.
You've been working in with the ones, obviously, for a little bit more and more. And, I mean, what's that been like? I mean, getting to run with the guys that, you're likely going to be playing with, obviously, on Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, it's a privilege to be able to go out there with those guys. A lot of the times I'm going in for JMO when he just needs a breather. So, but it's good to get reps with the ones, hear the calls from Goff and everything. It's obviously a little different here from every quarterback in the huddle. So just getting adjusted to that, the calls from Goff, and then just working with the ones, it's fun stuff.
What's the rapport like with him, I guess, like with Jared? I mean, how has that grown, I guess, in the time since? Yeah,
I mean, I just appreciate his leadership. He's been working with me a lot. We've been working after practice just on some routes I need to clean up. So he's been a real leader for me, kind of helping me out with a bunch of different things.
Obviously, the block was the big thing that people were talking about coming out of Monday. I mean, you talk about just that part of the game. Why you've invested so much into that. I mean, with blocking and helping out with the run game too. Yeah, I'd say blocking is really just about love of the game. Obviously, I have some physical attributes that help me with blocking. I'm a little bit bigger than a lot of the DBs out there, than probably every DB out there. So I'm able to use that to my advantage in the run game. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just about effort and hustle in the run game.
Some video coming out this week of you walking into the meeting, you rocking your own TeSlaa jersey, before becoming a Lion.
Yeah.
What was sort of that reaction that you were getting from the coaching staff when you did walk in sporting your own jersey?
Yeah, I mean, initially they didn't see what was on the back when I first walked in the meeting with Coach Campbell and Brad Holmes, but they obviously pointed out that I was wearing a jersey, and I showed them the back, and they chuckled a little bit. Obviously, they said they'd never seen that before, and then it was kind of cool to see Brad Holmes talk about it in the interview. He thought it was a little corny at first, but after I told him that I've had it since I was I think a junior in high school, he thought it was pretty cool because, like I said, it was the best opportunity to go out and wear that.
Do you remember when you got it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Christmas of 2018, 2019.
From a percentage standpoint, where do you feel your comfort level is with the playbook? I mean, how much do you feel like you've got it down? I guess if you were to assess it from a percentage standpoint. Yeah, I'd say overall concept-wise, I got it down, but there's always small details you need to lock in. Obviously, when you go out there and play, you're not just running the plays that you can see on the sheet. You're not just running the dotted line. So it's really just kind of getting a feel for things out on the field and just continue to make adjustments.
Isaac, we saw you lower your shoulder in the Hall of Fame game after that first catch. Is the physical nature of the run after catch something that you're eager to show that you have in your skill set?
Yeah, absolutely. I've kind of talked about just my size, and I'm able to use that to my advantage. So when I'm lowering my shoulder like that and I'm getting on their level, it makes them difficult to tackle me. Obviously, on the sideline, didn't have a lot of room to make a move. So at that point, we're taught not to run out of bounds and put that shoulder down. So that's just what I did.
Did that feel a bit like a welcome to the NFL moment, like I'm here kind of thing?
Maybe for the DB. Yeah.
When it comes to being a West Michigan guy yourself, just again, seeing all the fans want to talk to you after practice, and sort of having a huge fan base at your back, just what it means to be able to represent the west side of the state and show out here for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to me. I've never really thought about the fact that I represent the west side, but I mean, I have a lot of pride being from there. So just knowing I have so many people obviously supporting here and then back home that are really rooting for me, I think that's a good motivation for me every single day. Obviously, I'm very blessed and God has put me in this situation. So I just want to continue to bring him the glory and just, be his light to everyone.
Hey, DJ, just physically, how much better do you feel now than you did at this time last year?
Oh, way better, man. I wasn't even practicing last year. 2 years, I feel like out the injury, you feel pretty comfortable. You start to get pretty comfortable with it. Had a really, really good offseason, time to rest, be around family, really get a proper space to heal. So it's been good.
You feel like that's showing up on the field so far?
I think so.
You've been pretty disruptive.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've had strung some good days together. Always trying to get better. There's things I get frustrated with myself every day, but that's part of it. We got a really good team. really good interior guys on the O-line, so they push me every day.
What was the one thing that maybe frustrated you today?
Today was straight. I was good. The other day when we had that little scrimmage, I felt like I was just on the ground too much, but that might have just been product of what we were doing. But, I felt like I was on the ground a lot and just needed to really stand there and be a little bit more firm.
Speaking of disruptive, it feels like the defense as a whole has been pretty disruptive. Can you feel that, sense that?
Yeah, it's something we talked about, just trying to get our hands on balls, making sure we're creating turnovers, getting the ball back to the offensive ours. And I think that's, we're doing a good job of focusing on it, but we got to keep going. It's early in camp, so we just got to keep going on it.
Whether it was early last season or obviously with the slew of injuries late, that was such a big storyline for this defense. What's it like to be around on that field now with guys healthy, buzzing around?
Man, it's amazing to have all the guys back. All the guys back doing their thing. They're all really special, and it's fun. It's fun when you got your guys out there. Guys who you started with, you know what they're about. They know you, so you're real comfortable with each other. I think that's like the hardest piece when you have injuries like mid-season, things like that. Like you're not just not comfortable with the guys. It's hard to, not even that it's hard to trust them. You just got to make sure that they trust themselves and trusting everybody around them. So it's one of those things, and it's good to have everybody back. So we're really learning the defense. Shep's calling the hell out some plays, so it's been good.
With Aleem now and Levi as well, how much, I guess, do you take responsibility of the pass rush specifically from the interior?
I think I know we all know we got to step up. For me, it's just about getting better. I know it's something that I can do. This year I feel a little bit more comfortable being able to be in the defense early, get the plays out, knowing since I've been here since OTA, so I know what plays we're running, things that are going on, and just the defensive system, being able to see how things fit during camp is always a blessing. So I think guys will get after it, man. We just try to hold on to those guys to get back.
How's the chemistry with Tylee developing? You feel like you guys are beginning to?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like I work well with players, and he's, a young guy. He's really, really smart. He's smart. He always knows what to do. It's just I always got to get on him whether he does it right. So it's just a part about learning as a kid. But, he don't whine. He don't cry. He don't feel sorry for himself. So that's, dang, is that a word I can't use? Even in that? My bad. All right. But he doesn't really complain. So, he tries to get better. And that's all you can ask for. Somebody who's taking their best foot forward every day and really trying to get better, not whining about it. You have a couple bad plays here and there. He's not dwelling on it. He's got next page mentality, and he's been doing good.
Is he one of the smarter, younger defensive tackles?
When it comes around, like, honestly, just the way he organizes things, he's these young guys are tablet guys. I'm a notepad guy, so it's just fun watching him put things in his tablet. He's got hit words that he can just go right in the little search and hit and read. But he's one of the more organized rookies that I've seen, especially when it comes to notes and being detailed about it. So that's good. It's good to have. However you get it done, it's amazing. He always knows the answer, even whether it's my position, his position. He's got a good feel of what's going on.
On the first day of camp, David Montgomery said to us, it's fun being close every once in a while, but to constantly be the team that's close just gets old.
Yeah.
What's Dan's message been like throughout camp, maybe with that in mind?
We know what it is. It's he doesn't even have to talk about it. It's one of those things that it doesn't have to be explained. It's understood about what's going on and how we feel. I think everybody's got that same feel in their mouth. And it's a weird feeling. Like, it's just a bad taste, and you don't want that happening. You don't want to be that team that's close. I've been even closer and went to the Super Bowl and lost. So it's just, you never want it, and you don't want to just keep dwelling on it, talking about it, because that creeps in your head. So right now we're just trying to be the best we can be. We know we got to earn it every week, though.
Another rookie that has kind of said you've been a little bit of a help to him is Tate on the other side of the ball. So
yeah.
Just kind of what have you seen from him and his development through camp?
Tate's going to be a good player. Tate, he's a guy who works hard. He's a load when it comes down on doubles, things like that. He's smart, and another one who he's not too down on himself. He's pretty smart. He knows what he's doing, but he's a good player. It's fun going back and forth with him. I try to tell him things that he's doing good in his sets, things that I see, that other D tackles might see. Just try to help him, but it's fun going against him. It's good seeing how physical he's been these last few days, and that's always fun for me. Being an old guy, you can get stagnant sometimes and not want to be as physical, and he makes me make sure I'm ready every day at work.
Usually Cooper DJ seems like he's gotten some reps.
Yeah, man.
Defense, how is he maybe flashing?
I like Coop. He's a long, athletic kid who's got a good body type to play a lot of position on the D-line. And that's rare, so he's using that to his advantage, and he's smart. Going with the punches, he's making some plays, and just got to get him moving with a little bit more sense of urgency. these young kids in urgency, man. Boy, I'll tell you. But he's doing good, man. Coop's gonna be a good player. I think it's like you said, being undrafted and getting these opportunities. I think he should see that it's special and he should take advantage of them. I think he's doing a good job.
Guys, time for
usually teams have multiple position battles
Yeah.
at the top there. But, it seems like obviously the starting 11, I guess, is pretty secure right now. So it's the role in the same way. How much is that continuity beneficial? Knowing and the certainty of knowing. Who
It's good, man, but nobody's safe, man. We just get to go out there for the day. They show a depth chart every day, and every day it could be different. It's always a depth chart, and you want to make sure you're at the top of that depth chart. And if you're behind, you want to make sure that you're ready when you get called, because it can change in an instant, man. And I think that it's been good. It's been good for the guys to go out there and know who they're with. But we've had rotations on the back end. Front end, everybody's kind of moving in, moving out, whether it's different packages, whatever. So I think it's good that everybody's getting comfortable playing with each other. You know what you got in front of you.
I'm sorry, they haven't accidentally switched you and DJ Reed.
I haven't made it out there yet, man. I just keep telling them, they want to come out there on Reeder Island. It's lonely out there. It's room for one person, so it's a one-man show. So if you think you're getting the ball, it's over. You know what I'm saying? But they haven't got me out there on Saint yet. Man, I'm waiting on my op. When I get my opportunity, Saint know what it is.
You ever played some DB in your day?
Come on, man. Look at me. Played all the positions, man. I am him. I'm Mr. Lockup. No clamps. There's clamps over there. If you come to my side, 98 side, exit 98 is always closed, all right? It's always closed.
All right, guys, walk us through the interception.
So it was a little 2-minute drill. They were driving and needed a touchdown. So, I was playing my guy and then turned around and it was almost like tips and overthrows. So you need those. So that's basically what it was.
When you're in man coverage like that, how I guess much do you have your head on the swivel there to make sure you know calls there?
Yeah, it's tough to get interceptions in man coverage because you're looking at your guy and you're not really like eyes on the quarterback or anything like that. He's dropping to his zone, but once I figured I was in deep enough inside the route that he was running, I was able to get my head back. And as soon as I turned around, I seen the ball tipped off of one of their receivers. So that's kind of made me be able to react.
I hate to ask you how much closer you like.
Yeah.
Now that we're 2 weeks into camp, how are you liking your fit in this defense? Dan Campbell talked the other day just about how many things you can do and just how well you're fitting with this group.
It's been good. Just taking every day learning. Asking questions, even though I'm one of the older guys in the room, but I still, full of questions and trying to, gain as much knowledge as I can as before the season gets here, at all positions, so I can know where help needs to be and know where people and players are going to be and be able to help them if anyone else needs help. So, that's kind of what I'm trying to get good at while I'm here, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
This defense was exceptional last year. Obviously, injuries derailed what was a spectacular side of the ball play. Coming in here and having to start this defense's head camp, what have you noticed about the uptick in energy and production of this defense so far?
It's high. The culture is, you can see the culture in this defense as well. These guys, they hold each other accountable, and that's all you need for someone that you're going to be playing next to is to hold each other accountable, because he'll hold himself accountable as well. And you see the growth and you see the teammates that they are, you see the connection that they have, and going in just each and every day, taking the field with them and competing, it makes it fun. So this defense definitely a good one, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Meek had him picked in
Yeah.
What does it mean to have maybe a little bit of the upper hand, especially early now in camp against this dynamic offense?
I feel like the picks, they start coming in waves. Once you get one, then they start coming throughout the days as we keep practicing. So, every day we try to get an interception so we can and limit the explosives so we won't have to run after practice. So, that's our goal, to create turnovers. And, if you create turnovers at practice, you'll get them in the game. And, that's the name of the game, all about the football. If you can get turnovers, the ball back to your offense as much as you can, you'll win a lot of games.
Do you feel like the defense has had the upper hand?
I feel like it's good. I feel like we've been competing on both sides of the ball, and offense have their days, defense have their days. But as what I look at it, as we all getting better as one team, because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to make it to the end and be good in special teams, offense and defense.
How much are you enjoying being home, being in Detroit after 7 years away in Philly?
It's been good. Got an opportunity to spend some more time with my family. friends that I've had in high school. So, I look at it as a truly a blessing for me. And, I thank God for it, just to be able to get back around my family and, spend more time with them as well. And they're able to come see me play a lot more other than just on TV.
The dream is just to get to the league, I'm sure. But to be representing your hometown, put that uniform on in a few Sundays here in the regular season, have you wrapped your mind around what that feeling will be like?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. And, the Lions has always been my favorite team growing up, from here. And, I played in Philly for the last 7 years, and I'm thankful for them as well. But, when I was playing there, I was always watching the Lions play. So it was kind of like I was rooting for them unless we was not playing them. But if we wasn't playing them, I was rooting for them. So I was always watching them play. And now I got the opportunity to be here and, experience this experience. And, it's always been a lifelong dream, growing up to play for them because it's been my favorite team. So, I'm just taking it all in, excited, thankful, and grateful, really.